Hi, so we've asked for a new innovation for self check-in and check-out for participants to remove the overhead of providers conducting attendance recording in the system, and to make it easier for parents or families, and for the parent to receive an email or an SMS text message after they have their students have been checked in or checked out. So that innovation has been developed by WebAuthor. Let's take a look at it. Going to navigate in the 3.0 test environment to a program that I've set up just for this purpose and some other tests. And you're seeing a little preview of 3.0 right now. We're on a program page called Outdoors Explorers, and I'm going to go to the Units of Service attendance module, where a data manager would typically type in a 1 or a 0.5 if it's summer camp. And we're going to see what it looks like if they choose to do pin entry. This is what we call the function. And I'm going to have to make a couple of choices here. And now I have a group of students in this after-school program. And you see the date 5/28/21, that's today's date. This function works just for the current date, and there's a sign in and a sign out option. Now, the first and most simplistic way for this to happen is if a data manager is sitting there, and as people come in, they just use their mouse and they click them in like that. That would generate that email to the email address we have on file on the participants demographic page. That the student was now in the program. When they're ready to go, you could just check them out the same way. Now, there's another way to do this, and that would be with their PIN. The PIN could be entered by a parent at a kiosk. Any device that has access to the internet could be utilized. So for an example of that, I'm going to show Josh Fake here. Let me find his PIN. There it is. It's an 8-digit PIN, by the way. It was determined that a 4-digit PIN was not sufficiently secure. But what we do is, or what WebAuthor built, and you see it just logged him in, and there was an audible saying welcome as well. That too would generate a message. This could be setting on a Surface Pro in the front office as they come in or they leave. They put that PIN in. The way the PIN works, in this case, it was 01017777. You see that they can't sign out until the program manager makes the appropriate change. And that is a design intention. And now, before I put that in there, that last 7, what happens is the last 4 digits are the PIN number that's chosen by the family. And then the 0101 actually represents the month and day of the date of birth. So the system appends those two together for the 8-digit number. And now when I put that 7 in, we'll be signing him out. Just like that. Now, there is also a method to use a web camera to scan a QR code that could be on a piece of paper or more likely on a badge. And the way that works is, come down here. I guess you don't need to see me twice now, so I'll move that. And let's see. Let's do Rodger Fake. So Rodger comes in. He's not going to bother with a PIN number. Doesn't need a data manager standing there clicking him in or out. He simply comes up to the web camera with his badge. And I need to change this back to sign in. And he goes and signs in just like that with their badge. And when he's ready to go home, the data manager would have switched this to sign out, comes up, and he signs out. And I've got another one here just to see for Thomas. You could do either way. We could start off signing in with the PIN. And then when he's ready to go, maybe he's going to use, mom's going to come in with the badge, and we're going to sign him up. So it's that simple. Uh, it's a novel thing, of course, for a lot of providers. I think a lot of people want to see this. It is simple enough to set up in SAMIS for each program, and we can roll it out as a pilot. And if they need to go back and do another day, they would simply not choose show pin. Let's say that a couple of days go by, you can only do the current day. They can always go back and use conventional data entry to do days that are not accessible for today's date. It's a great innovation. What strikes me about it is how fast WebAuthor was able to build this. I explained our specs over the phone and to Mario, sent him an email that evening, and 2 days later he had it ready to go. And that speaks to the modern flexibility of the WebAuthor platform. And keeping in mind, SAMIS is just a build out that sets on the platform. Miami and Broward are building huge build outs that will connect to SAMIS all on the WebAuthor platform. So a lot of potential, and I look forward to getting everyone's feedback and perhaps running a pilot with this in the fall. So thank you.